Angela.
Yes.
How are you? How you doing?
Hi, Angela.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's up?
How are you doing, Angela?
I'm good, Ms. Bernstein. I have
Wonderful,
a question.
Angela.
I have a family member who came in as a lawful permanent resident in around 2010 and experienced some difficulties, left and went back to
Where's he from?
home.
Where's he from?
He's from Guyana.
Okay.
Went back home and came back, tried a second time in 2013. Was pretty much left. Didn't have couldn't find work, didn't have a place to stay. Went back home and came back in after about almost 4 years. Came back in.
So he lived here illegally for years, left. So once he left, he had a 10-year bar. So how did he come back?
He didn't have a 10-year bar.
Why?
He still had a valid green card.
Oh, he came with his green card. And then he left for 4
Yes.
years, and then how did he come back to the United States?
He came back, yes.
Came
And when
back
he
how?
Came back,
How?
He came back through immigration.
How? With a
Legal.
green card, with a visa? Did he just say, hey, I'm here, let me in? What did he do?
He still had his green card with
So
him.
he showed his green card and they let him back in.
They showed him his green card. He showed him his green card
and they took his green card, and what happened?
They gave him something that says paroled, and they gave him a temporary card.
And told him to go see a judge.
And right.
Right. Because they said what they said is that he abandoned his permanent residence. He stayed out of the country for more than 4 years. So when he came back, they wouldn't let him in, but they didn't want to hold him in jail. So they said, okay, we're going to let you see a judge, and a judge will decide whether or not you abandoned your permanent residence. When did this happen? How long ago?
It happened within the last year.
Okay, has he seen a judge yet? Has he seen a judge yet?
No, that's scheduled in April.
All right, he's got a big problem. Because he abandoned, based on what you told me, he abandoned his permanent residence. Judge is going to order him deported. So I would suggest he has a consultation so we can figure out what his good excuse is why he was out of the country for 4 years. If it was just, I didn't feel like coming back, then he abandoned his residence. He's going to get deported. Unless he has some other way to keep his green card. Maybe he's married to a U.S. citizen. Maybe he has children who are U.S. citizens. He can adjust his status. But he's going to end up having to give up his green card and hopefully be eligible for a new green card, or be able to prove to a judge that it was well beyond his control on why he stayed out and he had enough ties here in the United States that he never abandoned his permanent residence.
Okay,
So he's got a huge problem.
So what would constitute ties?
Family, home, job, property. Hold on one second.
Well,
He needs a consultation. I mean, we're not going to figure it out on this show here, but he needs a consultation. All right.
More calls?
Yes.
1-800-529-5465. Evidently is working today.
It works.
Yep.
Stop snowing. Michael.
Yep. That it did.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mike. A little bit confused there, huh? Morning, evening, night.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, congratulations, Brad Bernstein, man. I listen to your show every morning on Facebook. But I got a question, immigration question. I was in California for a minute, and I got a battery on a spouse. I got 2 DUI on my record, and my 10-year green card gonna expire like in a couple more months, and I was wondering if it's gonna be a problem for me to renew it and get it back, or
What was your record again? Tell me.
I got a battery and a spouse.
You got a what with the spouse?
Battery.
Well, that's
Yeah.
not a good. Did you plead guilty? That's a domestic violence crime. Did you plead guilty to something?
Yes, basically, actually, you know what I mean? I didn't want to take it to trial, so I take a plea deal, and I got 2 DUI.
Yeah, you're gonna have a problem. You have 2 DUIs, perhaps could be deportable. Certainly, domestic violence is. They take domestic violence very seriously. When you go to renew your green card, doesn't matter what happened. You pled guilty. You pled guilty. You go to renew your green card. What?
Yeah, but what am I saying? It was like I got the battery and the DUI before
You got your green
I
card?
filed my condition. I'm a 2-year, and they give it back to me.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean you're free and clear now. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, hold on one second. So let's see what's going to happen is this. You're going to need to have a consultation with us. You're going to need to email us, fax us, somehow give us your criminal records. We're going to take a look at it, and then we're going to tell you whether you have a problem. But certainly, on the face of it, it doesn't sound great. But hold on one second, okay? And then if you do have a problem, we're going to have to see how we can fix it.
There you go.
Okay? Just telling you have a problem isn't enough. We've got to figure out how to fix it. I don't know yet. I got to look at your records. Hold on.
1-800-529-5465. Once again, we're here answering your immigration questions. Do place them on the Brad and Squeeze page, and that's on Facebook. 1-800-529-5465.
Benita in the Bronx.
Benita,
Hi, Squeeze. Hi, Brad. How are you?
How are you?
how you doing, Benita?
I'm fabulous.
Good.
So I have an immigration question. My mom filed for us. Actually, I'm a Jamaican, and I moved to Antigua and Barbuda. My mom filed for us, and I add my 2 daughters to it.
Right.
At the age of 13, I send in a letter to them to notify that my daughter will be 21 in 6 months.
Right.
And they respond back to me to say, because we're actually waiting on a visa number, they responded back to say that they don't have a visa number to expedite the case. When we received the
When
information...
did your mom file for you? What year?
2010.
And you have your green card already?
Yes, I do. I'm actually, yeah.
Okay, you
But
guess
my eldest daughter didn't get it.
and she's still under 21?
No, before she got 21, I sent to let them know she would be 21 in 6 months.
That doesn't, okay. How old is she now?
She's 25 now.
Okay. And when did you get your green card?
2015.
And how, so she was over 21 when you got your green card, so she aged out unless she was under the Child Status Protection Act, which she may or may not have been, I don't know. What, I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so this is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
If your daughter turns 21, she's off the case. Doesn't matter if you wrote them 6 months before, 9 months before, 12 months before, she's 21. That's it, done. That's how the laws work. Now, they have something called Child Status Protection Act. What the Child Status Protection Act is, in certain circumstances, you get to add some age onto her 21st birthday, so then she falls off when she's 22 or 23 or 24, depending on how long the original I-130 took to get approved. So the only way that she is saved, and a lot of times the embassy screws up this calculation, is to figure out how long did it take for the I-130 to get approved. Was there a visa available when you add 21 years plus the length of time it took the I-130 to get approved? And did she do anything to try to get her visa? If the answer is yes to all of those 3, then maybe she still be able to be salvageable and still be able to get a green card based on the old application. Otherwise, you got to refile for her now.
Okay, because when I went to the interview, because they told me, because when I called back, when I realized she wasn't added onto it, I called here, and they told me to protest my case when I go to the interview back in Jamaica. At the interview, I spoke about it, and she told me, she took a copy of my daughter's birth certificate, and she told me as soon as I get to the U.S., I must send in the I-130 form.
Yeah, so she told you to refile for your child. That's what she told you.
Oh.
Okay, so whatever you did, either they're correct or they're not correct. You have no idea when you went through it. You know, what you need to do now is come see us. But again,
Okay,
Squeeze, this is so, and I'm not saying this to you, Brenda. This is to everybody. So typical that you try to do things on your own, and your own case, your family's cases all get messed up. Instead, I know, and I'm not blaming you, but I wish somebody came to me 5 years ago when your daughter was 20, not at 25. Okay,
because at that time, my mom actually didn't go through any immigration to do this. She did it on her own.
So what? That was
we
that
have
was
no
the
idea
1980s,
what was going on. We don't know what to do.
Yeah, of course. Hold on.
But is it too late now?
It's very possible. Hold on, but we'll see. I don't know, but it doesn't sound promising. The time to do it was when she was 20, 19.
Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt her coming to you now.
It doesn't
though,
hurt her to come and see me. We'll see what we can do.
What you can
You
do.
know, there's in a minority of cases, Squeeze, there are people that the embassy screws up, and under the Child Status Protection Act, they're okay. But I don't know. I got to calculate it. If not, she does have to refile for them again.
All right.
But
so
when you
call
go to
number.
the U.S. Embassy, you got to tell your mom, hey, I want my daughter to come. And if you don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, go see a lawyer.
1-800-529-5465, team. Make sure you make that call.
Let's go to Kevin, who is in Long Island.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
I have two questions. First, my sister, her green card expired, and she wants to file for citizenship. Does she have to renew the green card?
No.
No, she does not, right?
No.
And her husband, will she have to file jointly with taxes?
How long has she had her green card?
Oh, over 10 years.
No, because you only have to prove that it's a bona fide relationship with your husband. If
Well,
you're
she was sponsored by her mother.
That's
Her mom
fine. Yeah, it has
sponsored her.
nothing to do with her husband. She could be in an economic relationship with him, or she doesn't. It has nothing to do with her citizenship.
Oh, great.
All right?
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
All right. 1-800-529-5465. Once again, the Brad and Squeeze Show. Don't forget, this Thursday we move to 5:30 on the PM for the Brad and Squeeze Show. Yes, we're going to be doing everything that we have done before and more.
In 2 hours. Michelle in Brooklyn.
Dreading
Hi,
sitting
Brad.
down
How
for
are
2
you?
hours.
Michelle,
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Squeeze is complaining on live air. I apologize for that. I
I
apologize
just
for
complained.
Squeeze's complaint.
I'm just saying, I'm going to sit down for 2 hours. You're going to need someone to bring in dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll bring him curry chicken.
Bring him some curry
There
chicken,
you
because
go.
all I'm going to do is hear from 5, when you watch it, 5:30 to 7:30, all you're going to hear is Squeeze go around 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Okay, Brad. I have a
She
friend
doesn't
in
even care.
Jamaica.
She just wants to get her
She did-
immigration question answered. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a friend in Jamaica. She did her medical,
Right.
and she don't hear nothing from them. Everything she said she hear from them and from October, and she haven't hear anything.
Did she go to
from
the
them.
embassy? Did she go for an interview?
Yeah, she do interview, she do medical, she do everything.
And what
I know
happened?
she don't hear.
What happened at the interview? What did they say to her?
They said they need back her medical, and she
They need
returned
what?
back the medical to them. She said they need back a copy of her medical and her biometric. She sent it to them. No, she don't hear nothing from them from October.
All right, so then she has 3 choices. She can sit and wait to hear nothing forever. She can try to contact the U.S. Embassy, or she can contact us and we'll contact the U.S. Embassy for her. Somebody's got to contact the embassy. I
Because
don't know.
her husband filed for her.
Yeah, so then let the husband call me and I'll contact the embassy, or let the husband contact the embassy, or someone needs to call the U.S. Embassy and speak to somebody. It's either her or me.
Question.
You know?
Next question. Working as a caregiver, Brad, and they know you don't have any green card, and those employees, the mother and everybody, they take advantage of you. Can you take step of it? They're really abusing you and discriminating.
Well,
Calling you shitty ass, dirty.
well then quit. Why would you? Well, first of all, don't use that language on the air. It's a terrible language.
No, I'm not
anyway.
gonna use that.
And nobody should call you that. But quit.
Yes.
Why would you accept that?
No, it's not me. It's not me. Somebody
Okay.
going through it.
Yeah, I would quit. First of all, number one. Number two, unfortunately, as an immigrant who's here out of status, you don't have a lot of employment protections. So I would quit and look for another job.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right. Now, if you had a green card, that's a different story. You have a work permit, work authorization, different
It's a
story.
different story.
Yeah.
Okay. 1-800-529-5465. And people do find themselves in that situation a lot. Just
quit.
be very careful. All right.
Quit. There'll be other jobs. It's not worth your dignity.
Move on. Yeah.
Right?
Move on. No, it's not.
Frank in Newark, New Jersey.
Hi, Brian. How you doing?
How are you?
Good, Brian.
What's up?
So I just want to have one question for you. I applied to remove the condition on my green card like 2 years ago,
Right.
and then they gave me a letter that expired back in July 2017. So I took an info pass and went in there and they stamped my passport to June of next year. I've not had anything back again. What to do?
Come see me, because I mean, have you got an interview so far? It's been 2 years. If it's been 2 years, or you never got an interview?
No, I've never had an interview.
And you've been pending for more than 2 years now?
Yeah, it's been pending like somehow it will be 2 years in July.
Okay, so you're at a year and a half. You should be getting an interview. It takes about 18 months to get an interview, so it's not like so completely unheard of that you didn't get an interview yet. If, April, May, June, July rolls around and you still don't have an interview, then come see me. You may also want to come see me because you want to be prepared and do well on your interview.
Okay.
All right.
So I want to come see you there.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
All right.
Emily in Queens.
Yes, I'm trying to find out what's the amnesty age back in the 70s where you could become a citizen under your parents.
The amnesty age. In the 1970s, they had something called registry. Are you talking about you had a green card and you want to become a citizen? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, at the time, was it where you had to be 18 before your parents become a citizen?
All right, so you're talking about derivative citizenship. You're talking about, I have a green card and I want to know if I'm a citizen of the United States because my parents became a citizen. Back in the 1970s, Squeeze, this is what a sponge of information I am. Okay? The citizenship laws were different in the 70s than they are now. So back in the 1970s, you had to prove one of four things. You had a green card and both your parents were citizens before you were 18.
Right.
You had a green card, your mom was a citizen, nobody knows who dad is, meaning mom was not married to dad. You're a citizen.
Was it 18 or 21?
18.
Oh, okay.
So you don't want me to continue? We're already done with the question.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Somebody else will ask.
No, she said, didn't she?
Okay. No, she wanted to know about 18 or 21.
Are you kidding me?
No. I was going to go through and give you an
I
impressive...
thought she meant yes, she wants you to continue.
No, she said no. And I was going to give you a very impressive array of my knowledge of immigration law from the 1970s. Me, I can do immigration law from the 70s, Squeeze. I can do classic rock from the 70s. I can do TV sitcoms from the 70s. What do you want me to do from the 70s? You know what I could even do? I could even name all the characters on the Love Boat if you want me to, from the 1970s.
Happy Days?
No, Love Boat.
Fonz?
Fonzie was Happy Days.
Yeah.
It was Fonzie,
Happy
Richie,
Days.
Ralph Mouth. I don't know.
Fat Albert.
Joni and Chachi. Chachi and Joni.
Rerun.
Rerun is What's Happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on up.
That's Jefferson.
To the
That's
top.
the Jeffersons.
What else could you do?
What?
What else could you do?
I don't know. I could do anything you want.
Grease?
Grease, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could do those. Star Trek?
Yeah. Go Grease, like. I could do anything.
Voyage
Beam
to the
me up.
Bottom of the Sea?
That one I don't know.
$6 Million Man?
That one I do know. Yeah, he only had power in his right hand. He only had power in his right hand. His lefty, he couldn't do anything. He was like a basketball player who could only go right. You know, as soon as they held his left hand, he was stuck with his left hand, but his right hand was very strong. All right, let's go to Samantha in Brooklyn. Samantha.
Hey, Samantha.
Hi, good day, guys.
How are you?
Good day.
I'm good, thank you. I want to know what's the status of the parole in place.
It still exists.
And how doesn't exist.
It does exist. Does. You just have the baby in the background you don't hear.
I'm sorry.
It does exist. What do you want to know about it?
Yeah, what do you need to know?
Well, I'm 19 years old and I'm in the military, and I would like to file for my mom. I want to know the age, how old I need to be, and the
21
process.
21. So
it does exist?
It does exist, but you have to be 21, and it's for people whose parents or spouses came without inspection. You could get parole in place and they could adjust their status. You have to be 21.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So hang in there.
All right.
And if you need a babysitter, let me know. I'm doing odd jobs now.
That is right. Okay. Don't be surprised if Squeeze picks you up in his Uber and Ferrari later.
I'm doing odd jobs now.
Can you imagine you call it Uber and you're like, wait a second, is that Squeeze driving me?
I have a baby seat and everything.
Is that Squeeze driving me?
And
in the
I've had
Uber?
lots of practice.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
You know, I asked for a luxury Uber. I didn't know I was getting a Ferrari.
All right.
All right, let's go to Mary in Queens. Mary,
Yes.
how are you?
Not too bad.
What's going on?
I want to find out if a person is a citizen and you file for a child over 21, how long it would take?
About
for them
7
to get
years.
you?
About 7 years.
Let me ask you something. If that person have a 9-year-old kid, you have to file a separate paper for him?
No, they'll be included on the case.
Oh, okay. 7 years.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Do it now before Trump takes it all away from you. That's going to happen.
No, it's okay.
Hold on.
Go, hurry up. Trump's coming.
Trump is coming.
Hurry.
He's
Hurry up.
coming.
Maybe we should create something like that. Hurry up. Trump is coming.
He is coming. Rena in Maplewood, New Jersey.
The Brits are coming.
Rena.
Hi, Rena.
Renee.
Hello, Rena.
It's Renee.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, Renee.
Renee.
Hello, I'm here.
How are you, Renee?
How you
What's
doing,
up?
Renee?
I'm doing great. How you doing, guys?
Good. What's going on?
Man.
Yeah, I'm calling because I have my wife that came here on a student visa.
Right.
But the visa is expired, but I'm a U.S. citizen. Can you guys tell me what form do I need to file for her?
How
For
long
the
has she
green
been in
card?
the United States?
8 years.
Okay. You're going to file an adjustment application, an I-130, an I-485. You'll do the I-765
Okay.
for the work permit, the I-864 affidavit of support, the I-131 for the advanced parole, and the I-130 supplement A form.
Is there any way that you could start over again for me, please? I could write it down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, why don't you start over?
Start again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
you're
we
welcome.
can write it down.
Yeah, sure.
Take your time. Right.
You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. The I-485,
Okay.
the I-130,
Okay.
the I-130A supplement,
I-138. Okay.
the I-765 work permit,
I-765 work permit. Okay.
the I-131 advanced parole,
I-130. I've been still. Okay.
That's about it.
All right. Thank you. Do I need a lawyer, or I could do it on my own?
You're asking a lawyer if you need a lawyer? What do you
Squeeze,
think he's going to say?
can you take
What do you
this
think
for
this
me,
lawyer is
please?
going to tell you? You're asking a lawyer if you need a lawyer. What do you think? Or you want my opinion? I'm not an attorney, but would you like my opinion?
Yes.
You definitely need an attorney.
Especially if you don't even know the forms you
Exactly.
need to...
No.
And it's not even form work.
No. If you're asking if you need an attorney, you need an attorney.
It's very
That's
true.
how I look at it.
That is very true. Hold on.
So trust me.
Yes.
Book an appointment.
That, you know what that reminded me of? You ever see Spaceballs when they're like, tell us the combinations of the lock? And the guy goes, 1. Everyone goes, 1, 2, 2, 3. And it goes on for like 5 minutes. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go to Anita in Brooklyn.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. Good afternoon.
What's up?
I'd like to ask a question.
Go ahead.
My husband received a 1-year extension on his green card, on the conditional green card, but it's going to be expired in 2 weeks in February. He didn't receive a green card yet. So when after will he receive the green card?
It takes about 18 months to remove the conditions, so you just got to hang in there.
So like how the 1-year condition.
The 1-year extension will expire, but that doesn't mean that he's not a lawful resident. Everyone should make an InfoPass appointment. You go online to uscis.gov, make an InfoPass appointment, and you'll get a temporary stamp in your passport.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hold on. Okay, if you need help.
Hold on.
All right, we have Goodell in Portland,
Yeah, hello.
Maine. How are you, Goodell?
How you doing?
I'm good.
What's up?
Did you say Portland, Oregon?
Portland,
I
Maine.
have a question.
Go ahead.
My questions are so very complicated.
Okay, where are you from, Goodell?
I'm from the Philippines.
You're from the
and-
Philippines. All right, try to ask your most important question.
My most important questions is this: I got married to a guy from Maine, and then we processed adjustment of status, the AAD.
Okay.
And then I received the AAD, and
Great.
then still my green card isn't arrived yet. The 2-year green card.
Did you go for an
And
interview?
then-
Did you go for an interview?
Not yet.
Okay. Then what happened?
And then it's been a year. I didn't receive a notice from the USCIS, and then still there. I check online. It's still like my name was updated, and then this is what happened. Last December 11, we get divorced, and then the divorce decree, they have an error like.
Why did you get divorced? What happened?
It's like we're irreconcilable.
Irreconcilable. Okay, so you should be happy you didn't get an interview, because if you get an interview, they're going to put you in deportation. You're showing up divorced without a husband. You should be thrilled you didn't get an interview. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to resolve this matter? Are you waiting for them to schedule an interview so you can be deported? What are you doing about this?
This is my question. I mean, I have to tell you this first. As of now, I moved somewhere here in Texas, and then I have the AAD, and then I moved here. I renew my AAD here in Texas, and then I will have a biometric this coming Friday, and then I called the USCIS about my green card, but I didn't tell them about.
Goodell.
Yeah.
What you're telling me is you're waiting for them to schedule you for an interview. I am telling you, at that interview, you will be denied. Why will you be denied? You're not married to anybody right now. So why are you calling them up and saying, hey, where's my interview? How come I haven't been scheduled for my interview yet?
She doesn't sound like that.
Yes, she does a little bit.
She does.
How does she sound? She sounds like that a little bit.
She sounds like a
concerned.
Wonderful lady.
Yeah, she is a wonderful lady. When am I going to get my interview?
She does sound like that.
Yes, she does. So you don't want the interview because you're divorced. What you got to figure out is, how are you going to get a green card? You need to figure out how you're going to get a green card, not when you're going to get an interview. You should be hoping and praying they forget about you and never schedule you for an interview.
She needs an attorney, right?
You need an attorney. Hold on one second.
That's the point I was getting at.
Yes, hold on one second. All right. Let's go to Ahmad in Istanbul, Turkey, Squeeze.
Istanbul,
Turkey. Ahmad.
Istanbul.
Yes.
How are you, sir?
How are you doing, Ahmad?
Hello, guys.
How did you hear about us in Istanbul, Turkey?
I wonder.
Facebook.
Okay, wonderful.
Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, I thought he was going to say he listens to WVIP online, Squeeze. You never know. You never know. What's going on?
See, I know the buttons to push. You can keep pushing those buttons.
Okay, so back in 2010, I was deported to my country for overstaying my J1 visa. And I was granted a volunteer departure by the judge under a safeguard. And I want to know, now I am married to an American citizen for almost 2 years here in Turkey.
Right.
But I was told that I cannot file anything because I have 8 years bar on my...
A what bar?
On my case, something like that.
What kind of bar do you have on your case?
I have 10 years.
You most likely do. Even though you're on a J1, you became out of status the day you got put in removal. So if you were in removal proceedings, maybe not, because in the voluntary departure process, you would not be considered in. You would be considered in some sort of status that the 10-year bar wouldn't be triggered. But from the time you were put in deportation to the time you got your voluntary departure, how long was that?
It was almost 2 months.
No, you don't have a 10. You wouldn't have. You would not have a 10-year bar, because generally on a J1 visa you had what's called duration of status. So in duration of status, that doesn't trigger a 10-year bar. The unlawful presence gets triggered the day you get put in removal. So if you were put in removal, say on January 1st, and on March 1st, you went to see a judge and the judge gave you voluntary departure and said you have 120 days to leave, you were only in unlawful presence between January to March. you don't have a 10-year. I'm just making up dates, but based on what you told me, it doesn't sound to me like you have a 10-year bar. What needs to happen is this. Okay, if you want to come back to America, the first step is you file an I-130 visa petition. Okay, while because you know that's the process you got to go through. While you're doing the I-130 visa petition, we as your attorneys, if you're going to hire us as your attorneys, what we would be doing is we would be requesting the immigration court to send us a copy of your file, and then we can calculate based on the file how long you were in unlawful presence. If you were in unlawful presence for more than 1 year, yes, you have a 10-year bar.
Yes, I was more than 1 year, actually.
No, you weren't, because on a J1 you have a duration of status. That doesn't trigger unlawful presence. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure that you were in unlawful presence. Now that's different than being out of status. That's different than violating your visa. These are all technical terms. Okay. Now, if you don't have 1 year of unlawful presence, and you took a voluntary departure, which is not an order of deportation, then you should be able to come back without a problem, without even having a waiver. If you are unlawfully present, for more than a year, then yeah, you'll need a waiver. But either way, you got to start with an I-130.
Yeah. Plus, I have a daughter in the States, which I haven't seen until now, almost 8 years now.
Okay. So who's watching your daughter if your wife is with you in Turkey?
My ex, from my ex.
Ah, from your ex. Okay. And she doesn't want to send your daughter to Turkey to visit you ever?
No. Okay. I don't know anything about her. I haven't seen her till now.
All right. So what you need, if you want to come back to America, you need to hold on 1 second, okay?